Have you ever felt frustrated trying to learn English from boring textbooks, endless grammar exercises, and long word lists that you memorize and forget the next day? But what if you didn't actually have to study English? What if you could just live it through videos, movies, TV shows, video games, books, and even YouTube? For me, this wasn't just an idea. It was a discovery that completely changed how I learn languages. And no, courses, textbooks, and popular apps didn't help me. Watch this video until the end. I'll share my experience and maybe you'll start seeing language learning in a completely different way. As cliché as it sounds, my first real attempt to learn English started with video games. Back in ancient times, somewhere around 2004, a game called World of Warcraft came out, and it wasn't available in my native language, which is Ukrainian. My friends and I got so addicted that we played it all the time. The fact that we didn't understand English didn't stop us at all. We spent days and nights in that game exploring the world and translating random words just to figure out what we were supposed to do. And you know what? In just one summer, I learned more English words than I had learned in all my years at school. At that time, I was in about 7th or 8th grade. That was the first time I actually wanted to understand English and enjoyed it. But the way English was taught in school killed that motivation for many years. In 2007, I finished school thinking I would never learn English. The only thing I could say was London is the capital of Great Britain. And I knew a few random words from games like sword, quest, weapon, spell, and that's it. I don't know how English is taught in schools now, but I doubt much has changed. In 2012, I graduated from university and my English was still at the same level. London is the capital of Great Britain. I was really angry at myself, and at that moment I realized either I accept that English is not for me, or I find a way that actually works. So I decided to learn it on my own. I signed up on some website where people from all over the world chat with each other, so using Google Translate I tried to talk to different people. I made tons of stupid mistakes, I didn't understand what they were saying, people got annoyed and real conversations were almost impossible. After that, I tried learning English from exercise books like several times and quit every single time after a few days. Then I heard advice like just watch movies with subtitles. I tried that too, but it didn't work. I realized I was just reading subtitles, not understanding anything, not even watching the movie, and it wasn't enjoyable at all. So I dropped that method too. Around that time, I got really interested in tech. I wanted to learn how to build websites. And then I realized something. YouTube is full of amazing content, but most of it is in English, so I made a promise to myself. I have to learn English at least enough to understand these videos. I tried forcing myself again. I tried Duolingo and a bunch of other useless apps. At some point, I asked myself a simple question. Why do I have to study English? Why do I have to force myself to memorize words, phrases, grammar rules when most people do this and still fail? And then it hit me. Kids don't learn like that. They learn by playing, by listening, by watching, by associating words with images, sounds, and real-life situations. No one makes a 2-year-old memorize verb tables or do grammar exercises. Kids listen for a long time, they get used to the language, and only later do they start speaking. So why do adults do the opposite? Sounds kind of stupid, right? So I made a decision. I would stop doing stupid things and start learning like kids. I would only do things I enjoy, but in English. No more forcing myself. No more grammar books, just movies, TV shows, YouTube videos about tech, and sometimes video games. I even switched my phone and PC to English. And guess what? I started understanding more and more. After watching a lot of content and learning from polyglots, I discovered 5 key rules that changed everything for me. These rules gave me confidence, helped me speak English, and even got me jobs in international companies. First, comprehensible input. Don't be scared of the complicated name, it's actually very simple. This is a term from language learning theory introduced by linguist Stephen Krashen, really smart guy by the way. The idea is that you should learn from content that you mostly understand, but that still has some new words. Not when you understand nothing, but when you understand most of it. For example, if you watch a video and understand about 70 or 80%, and you can guess the rest from context, that's the perfect level. That's how your brain learns naturally. You gradually get used to new words and sentence structures without trying to memorize them on purpose. So don't start with something too difficult. At the beginning should be simple videos, cartoons, kids stories, and later movies, books, and TV shows. Because if you just start and open something like Harry Potter in English, you'll most likely kill your motivation and quit. Second, language is a skill. Language shouldn't be treated like knowledge that you should just memorize from grammar books. It's a skill, just like riding a bike or playing a musical instrument, juggling or driving a car. When a person practices enough, these actions become automatic. The same thing happens with language. You don't think about grammar rules when you speak your native language, you just speak. Your brain already knows what sounds right because it's been trained. It works exactly the same with any language. That's why I think anyone can learn any language at any age. You just need to train your understanding, listening a lot, instead of memorizing words and grammar rules without context. Third, don't memorize the wrong way. You shouldn't just memorize words without context. You need to learn how to remember them properly. There is a technique for that called mnemonics. It's basically a memory trick. You come up with something funny, vivid, or familiar and connect it with an image, so your brain remembers it better. In the next videos, I'll explain how I memorize words and how it's possible to learn more than 100 words in a day and actually remember them. Honestly, my personal record is 900 words in one day. I'm not joking, 900. In one day. It's real, it's possible if you do it the right way, but I stopped doing that because learning words without context isn't very enjoyable and it takes a lot of effort. I was making flashcards for every word, spending the whole day on it. I don't do it anymore, and honestly I don't even have time for that. I'll talk more about it in future videos, so subscribe if you don't want to miss it. Fourth, subtitles. For me this was probably the most important one. When watching videos, movies, series, you shouldn't just watch them with subtitles right away. First, take the subtitles separately and go through unknown words and phrases in advance. Only after that should you watch the full episode or movie. This way you already know everything that will be said. All the words and phrases are already familiar, and you can just enjoy the movie while training your listening. The results come very quickly, and this method worked extremely well for me. After applying these rules, my English improved really fast. In just a few months, I could easily watch programming courses in English. Now I'm even building my own service to learn languages through YouTube, based on this exact approach that worked for me. For now, it's pretty simple, still in development, and completely free. At the moment, only Spanish is available because I originally built it for myself while learning Spanish, but later I realized it could be useful for other people too. The main idea is to help you not just memorize words, but actually start understanding real spoken language. The way people actually talk in videos. If this sounds interesting to you, check the link below. I watch shows like Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones in English. Sure, it was hard sometimes, and that's when I learned rule number 5. Don't be a perfectionist. You don't need to understand every word. If something is too hard, skip it. If it's important, you'll see it again. Focus on the overall meaning. That's what really matters. Over time, I noticed my understanding improving with every episode. And motivation, it kept growing because I saw real results. Now, some of you might say, but what about speaking? And you're right, that matters too. But remember how kids learn languages? They listen for a long time before they start speaking. So I decided I would only start speaking when I felt ready. And it worked. Yes, I made mistakes, and still do, but I had enough vocabulary and intuition to communicate, and the fear of speaking disappeared. Later, at my first job, I got moved to international projects. That gave me real speaking practice. Then I got another job where I spoke English every day. In just a few weeks, I got used to different accents and improved my pronunciation. Today, English gives me so many opportunities. I use it every day. I work with people from all over the world. I enjoy English content online. And the best part, I realized learning a language can actually be fun. Now I'm learning other languages too. So here's my advice. Don't separate learning a language from your life. Just do what you already do, but in your target language. Watch your favorite movies, play games, use your phone in your target language. At first, it will be hard, but you will be surprised how fast you improve. I hope this video gave you some motivation. Subscribe if you enjoyed it, like the video, and go start learning your target language.